Well, a good Saturday morning to everybody that's on this webinar with us. My name is John Dehart. I'm your Executive Director of Sales, Marketing, Field Development, and I am truly excited for today. Could hardly sleep last night, folks, because we have a new software launch in the making, and today you're going to get the first glimpse of that. So I am excited. I know you're going to be excited. This is something that we've been working on now for well over 90 days. We knew this is something that you needed. We went out and found the very best company that we could find. This software, folks, that you're going to be viewing today, and the launch of the software, which is going to happen next week, is really cutting edge. It is a tool that is going to help you build your business at a rapid rate. It's going to help you manage your business at a very different level than most other network marketing companies are able to manage their business. So with that, I've got a couple of guests on the line with us today. I've got Rod Hansen and Dylan Shore that are with us, and I'm going to bring on the line. They are from a company called Jungle Solutions. I'm going to bring on the line with us right now Mr. Rod Hansen, and Rod is going to do the walkthrough and the overview of our brand new software. Rod, are you there?
I am here, John. It's good to be with you guys. Hi to everyone out there on the call today. Thanks for joining us. I'm excited to present and ready to go.
Okay, Rod, I have given you the screen, so it is all yours, my friend.
Okay, can you see my screen, everybody?
I can see it. John, fantastic. There we go.
Awesome. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to give you an overview of the back office software of when you log into FBN. And this is the tool that's going to help you manage your business. It's going to help you find your volumes. It's going to be able to show you your downlines. There's a ton of reports. It's very easy to navigate. We are not going to cover the compensation engine or the compensation plan today. It's not within the scope of this presentation. But what we're going to cover today is how to get into your back office, how to navigate, and how to manage your business with this tool. I've got my partner on the line, Dylan Shore. I'm going to give him the screen here in a few minutes to kind of do some deep dive into some more detail. But I'm going to give you I'm going to orient you to how to navigate, how to get to this site. So if you're seeing my screen, you're seeing the FBN site, myfbn.com or .net. And up at the right-hand side of the screen, you can see Brand Partner Login. This is where you're going to be going to log in to your back office. It's going to be at the upper right-hand corner there. If you click that button, now it's not linked right now, but if you, once we launch here in a few days, when you click that button, you will be brought to a login screen that looks like this. So Family Vacation Network and the secure login screen right here. You will type in your username or your email, and I'm just going to use a dummy data here. All of the data you'll see today is just fake data. It's not real data for security purposes, but just envision that as to your downline and your volumes as we get in here. But I'm going to log in as this brand partner 10013, and I type my password in here, and I'm going to click login, and I will land here within the back office. This is your basic structure, the basic navigation of your business and how to get around. I'm going to talk a little bit about how to navigate this system and how to find the critical data that you need to run your business and to engage the people you're talking to. Okay, so if you look at the general structure of the site, you'll notice this is laid out in three basic columns. You've got a column on the left side, you've got a center column, and a column on the right side. And then you have this navigational system, this menu system up at the top here. Pretty straightforward, pretty basic. But I want to talk first about, let's start at the upper left here, where you can see the quick links. This is really where you're going to be going often. These are the key points to the software, the key locations where you're going to want to go. So I'll just step through some of these, and we'll go through the entire back office here. You'll notice these icons are My Account, My Team, Messages, Orders, Earnings, Volume, Shop, that's where you're going to buy, subject auto ship, that's where you set up your auto ship, and company resources. To the bottom here, you'll see a to-do list. This is where you will receive prompts and things for the next things you need to do. If you need to change your password, or if you need to update your tax ID information, or if you need to place an order or set up an auto ship, this is where you're going to go to notice things that it's just going to step you through the system. Here's what I need to do next. Very helpful, very simple tool right there. So if you go below that, these are latest messages. What this is this is going to be, we have a communication system where upline can communicate to downline through email system. And it's all hosted right here in the back office. This is where you're going to see these messages that may come from an upline or somebody in your upline organization. Not necessarily corporate, but in your upline organization, a brand partner above you who needs to communicate to you. Perhaps they want to talk a little bit about an event in your local area or a meeting or whatever. They may be able to send you messages, and that's where you're going to see those right there. Nothing right there at this point. If you look at the center here, this big area here, news and events, this is really where corporate FBN is going to be able to highlight and promote certain events or certain products or certain things that they want you to be aware of. This is where they're really going to promote the key messages to you over time. And so you want to check that area, and that's going to be big. For example, you've got their data. Tonight, August 6th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, John D. Hart, Executive Director, and it talks a little bit about what's going to be on the call and the call number. So you see that that's basically a bulletin board area right there. And that's all controlled by Family Vacation Network to be able to communicate to the entire organization on critical and upcoming events and products and announcements and promotions and really what's going on in the company. And so you'll want to pay attention to that area. Down below, you'll see rank advancement. You'll notice here in this particular brand partner that it says your current rank is global brand partner. That's the current rank of this particular person. Your next rank opportunity is Jade. So it'll kind of give you an indication as to where you are in your progression in the organization and where your next rank opportunity is. The next, underneath that, it says, in order to advance to Jade, you will need to complete the following. And so it says, for example, generate additional 3,000 group qualifying volume. And so it'll give you indicators as to what you need to do to actually advance in the pay plan, advance in the commission engine, so that you can promote your business and grow in that and really make more money. So that's where you can get that very basic information, rank advancement. So if we go back up to the top and go to the third column, you can see that rank and volume here. Here's another way to look at this. Your highest rank. Now this is the highest rank that you've achieved so far in your experience with FBN. And this particular brand partner, and again, this is all dummy data, this is just a John Doe, has achieved, for example, the rank of Sapphire. His current month-to-date rank is Emerald. This is where this is the rank that he has achieved so far this month. And as you know, you can progress in the program, and as you do, that will show you kind of where you are. That's going to give you a map as to where you are and where you need to be, where you want to go. And then if you look below that, personal qualifying volume month to date. This is what you are qualified as your volume. This is how much volume you have month to date, and this person has achieved global brand partner. And again, all of this information is just highlight. As you can see, this is set up kind of like a dashboard. We really, if you look at the menu system up here, we are on dashboard. We're going to get into a little bit more about how to get into your team and your volumes and how to set up you get to the store and do some shopping, resource libraries. All of that is in here, but this screen right here, the landing screen right after you log in, is really where we're trying to give you the highlights. We're trying to give you the basic information you need to do, the at a glance, what do I need to do today, where am I, what do I need to do, who's involved, who's active, who's not active, and give you the kind of key performance indicators you need to really roll your business forward. And so as you can see, each of these have more drill downs. I could click here and click here to go see more details, and I can drill down a little bit further, and we'll get to that in a second. I'll come back out. But each of these, so this dashboard is really what I wanted to highlight. Underneath on the right column here, you can see scorecard. This particular brand partner has a lifetime group qualifying volume of 199,268 points. His enrollments, his direct enrollments are 22 direct enrollments, and his rank of all of the brand partners who are enrolling, in this particular case, his rank is number 24th. He's number 24th in the company as far as, and that's kind of an incentive. It's kind of nice to know where you are in all of that. If you're out there working really hard and you're in recruiting and enrolling, it's kind of nice to know if you have that claim to fame to be number one. And so we kind of promote that way. And we think we've seen that really take off, and organizations and brand partners really try to outdo each other, and that it's just a fun way of showing the progress on that level. And then below that, you can see important dates. As FVN populates certain dates, if they have a convention coming up, or if they have a call coming up, or if they have a new product release or a new announcement, you'll see that populate and highlight on this calendar, and you'll be able to click that and get more detail about where those events are and what the phone numbers are and the contact details, all the details around that event. So here's a calendar about what's going on with FVN. So I've given you an overview of the dashboard. This is right after you log in. This is all the critical key performance indicators that you need to know about your business. But now let's talk a little bit. Let's dive down deeper, a little bit deeper into how to drill down and see volumes, and we'll take a look at the downline visualizer so that we can see your genealogy and see the people you're enrolling and how your organization starts to grow. I'm going to cover real quickly how to modify your account, set up your account. I'm going to dive right into here. It says My Account. Here's where you're going to fill in all of your contact information. Here's where you'll know where your ID is, your user ID, your username, your password. You can change all of that information via your email that you're using, your website name. Now, FVN does have a program where you will have your own personalized website for FVN to drive people to drive traffic to, and build your business. It'll be feature-rich and full of information for all of your prospects to go there and to check out this really incredible opportunity. We're very, very excited about working with you guys because we really see this opportunity as very unique. So if we look at down here, you can see you can change your address, you can change your tax information, your social security number, renewals, all of that, and just click Save down at the bottom as you edit your profile. Pretty basic stuff. We all have Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts. It's pretty self-explanatory on changing My Account. Here's where you manage your auto ship. You can set up a monthly auto ship so that it can recur every month. The cool thing about this system is that you can create an auto ship for yourself, which is going to be the norm, but you can also set up an auto ship for an existing customer that you may have enrolled. Let's say I wanted to set up an auto ship for John Doe. He's struggling a little bit, and that's his ID number. I can do that. I can choose an existing customer, a new customer. I can place an auto ship for them, or I can place an auto ship for an existing brand partner that I may have enrolled. So really powerful there. It can do other countries. Click Continue and go through that, and I won't go through all of that at this point. Back up into My Account. Let's take a look at the commission payment account. Here's where you're going to set up how you're going to be paid. How do you want to be paid by FVN? Do you want to be paid through a card, through your bank account, by check, that kind of information? That's all. That's where you're going to set up that information. Email communication preferences. What kind of email do you want to receive? Sometimes maybe you don't want to be bombarded with a ton of email and just jam-pack your email. However, you may want to get news from your direct team, or maybe you just want to get corporate announcements. And so this is where you can set those settings on your email preferences. If you go down, here's your billing information. Here's where you set up your credit card and store your credit card information so that you can create an auto ship and just kind of set it and forget it and not worry about it and go forth there. So this is your account. These are all of your account settings and how you go through each one of these areas directly. This is how you interface with corporate and how you set up your personal information, your auto ship, your payment preferences, and your billing information. So let's jump over here to the next column here. And again, all of this, if I go back to the dashboard, I can click the logo, I can go back to the dashboard, and I can access all of this information through my quick links, or I can drill down, but I can also get all of this information through the menu system. It just depends on your preference and how you want to get to that information and navigate to it. But it's all navigable through different methods here and different links. So if you go back up here to My Team, this is where now we're going to get into how to visualize and how to see your organization grow. You're going to go out and recruit new brand partners, new customers. You're going to enroll them. They're going to get excited about this opportunity. They're going to want to buy. And this is how you see the progress and the growth of your organization. So you can see My Team. You can click on an overview of that. You can see your direct brand partners, your customers. You can see your enrollment tree, who you have directly and personally enrolled. You can see your placement tree. That means if I can enroll someone, but I can place them in someone else's downline. That's a powerful tool. We have that feature built into this. You can check your upline. You can click on your upline and get to your upline very, very quickly. Who is my upline? What's their phone number? What's their contact information? And you can navigate to that as well. So let's just drill down a couple of these. I won't spend a lot of time here because there's so much here, and we have a limited time here, but I'm just going to give you a highlight here. New today, how many enrollments, how many people did I enroll today, this week or this month, and the totals of all of that. Personally enrolled brand partners. These are the people that I have enrolled personally. I can send a message to them with a click of a button. I can download all of this data if I click to export to Excel, or I can create a PDF out of it, or I can create a CSV file out of it for importation into other applications, or I can export to a Word document. All of this data is at your hands, right at the click of a mouse, click of a button, and you've got this data into your system so that you might be able, you may want to set up a constant contact, or you may want to create reports or spreadsheets or some way, depending on how you want to navigate your system. But all of this data is available to you. We are very, very open and free as FEN has subscribed to the system to allow you to take that information and really make it yours and do what you need to do with it to grow your business at your discretion. So let's take a look at the Customers tab. Here's how you can communicate to your customer. You can click on here and send a message, or you can just take a look at this data and know when their dates were enrollment, their customer type, are they wholesale or are they retail, when they enrolled, so that you can get to them and talk to them and get the, I clicked on the wrong button, let me come back here. And then let's take a look at the enrollment tree. Here's how you can see, this is the visualizer on the people that you have enrolled and who they have enrolled and who they have enrolled. So this is a tree. This is really the genealogy of your organization. And it's in a very, very simple format here. All of these that you see here are the first line to you, but then you can see that they are color-coded here. For example, the green, as you can see over here to the code here, is a personally enrolled member. The gold is a customer, and the silver is just a regular member. And so these are the people that you've enrolled. And you can open these up by clicking the plus sign, and you can drill down to each one of these. And so John Doe here, again, all this is dummy data, but this person enrolled this person. This is their month-to-date personal volume, and this is the month-to-date personal volume of that person that they enrolled. And as you can see, it's very easy to drill down to these very, very quickly, and I can drill down, and I can get as many levels as I want deep here, and I can see where in my organization I may need to help someone. This person has, for example, a month-to-date volume, personal volume of 51 points. They have earned 51 points. But let's take a look at their organization. If I click the plus sign and drill down into them, that person has 95. If I drill down further, that person has 0. So you can kind of look through each one of these And these are also clickable. So if I click this person, I can get a very quick, responsive highlight of who they are, what they're doing in the organization, their month-to-date volume, their personal rank. They've personally enrolled 3 people. Are they on auto ship? Yes, they are. Are they a Westgate owner? No, they're not. Critical information for you to know. Last login was 6:28 p.m. and the number of visits to the website were 291. This person's a heavy user. They've been here a number of times. They're interested. They're engaged. They just may need a little bit of help and encouragement or what to do. And so very, very quick and responsive to navigate your tree, navigate your downline, and find out where people in your organization may need a little help or encouragement. I clicked on Enroll by Levels. Here's another view, just another way to visualize the same data by level. All of these people are on my first level, again color-coded. All of these people are on my second level, 127 total. And then, as you can see, so forth down here through here, level 3, level 4, all the way down through all of the pay levels. And if I say, you know what, I want to see all of the people, I want to see the names of all the people on level 3, I can click Show Names. All of them are right here, when their enrollment dates were, what their status is, if are they a wholesale customer, are they a member, who their enroller was, their name. So all of that data readily and handily available to you at the click of a button. Let's go back, and I'm going to click on the logo to get back out of this for a second. And I'm going to reorient myself to kind of find out where I'm at again, and I'm going to come back into this My Team. We've covered the overview. Well, we haven't covered the overview. Let's look at the overview. We've covered a little bit of that. Let's go down to Brand Partners. This is a quick view of your brand partners. We can go to your customers, all of your customers that you have currently. Again, all of this data is downloadable and exportable out of the system into your spreadsheets or PDFs or whatever you want to do. Your enrollment tree visualizer and your placement tree. Here's where you can manage a person. You can actually place, and that's more information on this is forthcoming. But if somebody comes into the organization, you want to help out John Doe or Jane Doe over here, you can place those people under different brand partners and members in the system so that you can help build those areas that may be weak or that need strengthening in your downline. And just know, though, that at this point that it's a managed downline. You can place those members in your downline, and more on that coming. So let's go back up here to My Team. You can click there, and you can see your upline. Who is my upline? What is their email, their phone number, and how do I contact them very quickly? So that's the general overview of the My Team. That's how you get around to see your organization. Let's talk a little bit about volumes. This is your volumes and earnings area. Again, if I go down through the menu system, I can get to all of this information, but I can also get to it from these quick links. I can get to My Team, Messages, My Account, but let's look at my volume. Right here is the same link as volume. So if I click volume, I'm looking at my volumes and earnings. And you can see my volumes by leg. John Doe ID 10572 has a leg volume, or a group. His group volume right now is 2246, and his personal volume is 107. So I can see those major legs and the biggest and smallest, biggest to smallest, or however I want to organize that data, what my legs are in my organization. And then you can also view that information by level over here, and your residual volume there. You can also get to previous months very, very quickly by simply saying, what did I do last month in July? What did I do the month previous to that in June? And you can just drill down all the way through your entire history since you joined the organization as to what your volumes were. If you want to see that data in weekly commissions, let's take a look at this tab. As this loads up, this is where you're going to find, how did you earn this money? Where did this money come from? And you can see period ending, this period 61 ending on 4/26 in the amount of 1750. And you can see each one of these periods generating the percent of pay, the order total, the commission amount, where that commission came from. And just so that you know, this information you can drill down and actually see the exact where every single penny came from in your commission. Every single thing that you're going to earn is trackable, and you can drill down to that information just like this. If I click on monthly commissions, for example, and I'm in the month of May, I'm an Emerald rank. I have, at this point, I don't have any beach bucks, but that will accumulate. There's my differential. But if you'll notice, if I hover over each one of these numbers, they're links, they're clickable links. And I can drill down, for example, on 356.48. Well, where did that come from? Where did that amount of money come from? If I click that link, this will show you exactly, to the penny, where exactly every single commission that I earned came from. This particular one came from level 1, John Doe. This commission came from John Doe. His commissionable volume was 115. That was the amount of money payable. The percentage of that amount, I got 5% of it, and I earned $5.75 on that particular transaction. And there's the source of the ID source. That's the transaction ID number. So you can see that you get incredible detail as you look at your volumes and your commissions. Where did that money come from? You can drill down to the penny and get all of the information you need to. Very, very powerful. A lot of companies, a lot of back offices don't even dare show you that kind of information. We show it to you down real time, down through every dollar, every penny that you will earn. You'll be able to track it and see it so that you know you're getting paid right. That's the monthly commissions and your monthly metrics. Oh, I skipped over that. Let's take a look real quickly. We're running short on time here. Monthly metrics, you can see that for example, this person on May was the rank of Emerald. Personal qualifying volume was 116. Group qualifying volume 15,370. And you can see all the number of legs. All of this information is at a glance. Again, all exportable, all real time. So let's go back here to rank advancement for the next one. Your current rank is, your next rank or top rank opportunity is. It'll show you what you need to do to achieve your next rank and how much volume you're going to need and what you need to do to participate in the pay plan and what you need to do to actually progress through earning higher commissions in Family Vacation Network system in the compensation plan. So this is your scorecard. That'll give you all of the information you need to know about your earnings and volumes. And I know I'm going quick here. I'm going very, very fast because we do have a limited amount of time, but this is a very, very powerful tool. You can get any information that you need to get right at your fingertips, but I wanted to give you an overview of how it was organized, how to get to it. I'm going to cover one or two more things here, and then I'm going to let Dylan just take a few minutes and maybe drill down on some of the reports. But I want to show you a little bit about how to shop, how to buy, how to place a purchase. We've done that a little bit already. But again, you can see that you can navigate through these menu systems and you can get back to the dashboard by clicking the logo and get any of this information with the click links. You can shop, you can go back, you can see your order history, my personal orders, your customer orders. You can manage your auto ship, your billing information, go back to the dashboard again, click on my team. How are my enrollments doing right here? I can drill down. So again, I've covered a lot of this, but that's the basic structure. You have a dashboard. Once you log into your system, you'll have a dashboard of all the things that you're needing to be paying attention to, all the critical dates, all the critical rank advancements, what's going on in your organizations to help you manage your business. Dylan, I will pass the screen to you. John, if you want to take a minute and if you have anything you want to comment on, but let Dylan just maybe drill down on anything I have missed. But that's the highlight, that's the overview of how you get around in your back office.
Okay, well, let's turn this webinar over to Dylan. Dylan Shore, are you there?
I am.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
I will pass the screen to you.
Great. Thank you.
There we go. Sorry.
Great. Everybody should see my screen now. Let me know if you don't. I guess there's not much more to cover. Rod, you did a great job. You actually drilled down into a lot more detail than I was expecting on the reports. So there's not I don't think there's anything you've really missed. I'll just highlight a few key points that the volume and earnings tab, this is where you'll be able to see up to the minute how your organization is doing. As an order is placed in this system, as a customer places an order, or you place an order, or somebody in your downline places an order, you'll see that instantly reflected here. You don't have to wait for nightly volume pushes or anything like that. That volume, you'll be able to react to that immediately. So this will be a good tab to come back and check throughout the day or throughout the month to see how you're doing. And you'll be able to see the organizational volume and personal volume for all of your legs and by level. And we're going to be fleshing this out with even more reports as we learn more about what information you'd like to see related to your comp plan, as we get feedback on pieces of information that would be helpful for you. So know that the volume and earnings section, this will be ever evolving as we add new tools to help you view and manage your organization and reports. And I would say that the volume tab and the rank advancement section are going to be the key areas that you'll want to focus in on throughout the month. The rank advancement will show you, again, up to the minute what you're doing rank-wise, and it will tell you, give you specific bullet points on exactly what you need to do to advance to the next rank. And I think Rod went through all of the commission reports in detail, so I don't really have too much more to add. So I can turn it back to you, Rod, unless there's some things, if you have any specific questions, or John, if you have any questions or comments.
Well, I did have one just come in on text from Liz, and she wanted you to quickly show where people could find the W-9 and the seller of travel documents, and I'm assuming that is under resources.
Yeah, the resources, we have the resource library. We're actually in the process of importing all of the documents from the previous system. And so under resource library, you'll be able to find all of the PDFs and any of the documents that were available in the old system, you'll be able to find under the resource library.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Dylan. And with that, folks, I want to thank Rod Hansen and Dylan Shore. Guys, what you may not know is that we looked at a lot of companies before selecting Jungle. The reason we selected them is quite simply we considered them to be the best, the single best back office compensation engine out there. What you probably also don't know is that Rod has been the president of a major network marketing organization. Dylan is the lead programmer. He used to be the lead programmer for Stanford Business School. And they have combined forces as of about 3 years ago. So folks, we really, when you look at this software, I think you can see it's very, very intuitive. It's very clean. It's very fast. It's got the reports that everybody needs and will need to manage your business. And the reason for that is simple. It was really a perfect marriage of Rod, who really has a great understanding of network marketing and what we need as a sales force to go out and build and manage our business, and Dylan, who is probably the single finest programmer I've ever met. And guys, we are excited. That's all I can say. I am just absolutely jacked up. I've been waiting for this day for about 120 days now. When I came on in April and I sat down and I talked with Rob Hucazelli, we both agreed we needed new back office software. We went on that search, and with great referrals, I was fortunate enough to have a very, very good friend of over 20 years that highly recommended Jungle to us, and so we are thrilled, excited. Rod, thank you so much. Dylan, thank you so much for this demonstration. And with that, folks, I want to thank all of you. Yes, go ahead, Rod.
John, just let me say really quickly, I appreciate that and I just wanted to say really quickly, if I may, how excited we are to be associated with the company. We see a lot of companies. We see a lot of companies in this space, but we've never seen a company like this. Not with this product, not with this leadership, not with the financial muscle, not with the experience that you guys have. You have a very unique opportunity here, and we're glad to be a part of it, and we're going to work our guts out to make sure that this back office helps your brand partners build these businesses and create the biggest company in the world. So thank you for letting us be a part of it.
Well, thank you guys, and we really appreciate all that you've done, and we're looking forward to that future partnership as we grow the Family Vacation Network with you. So folks, with that, thank you for being on this webinar. As it concludes, let me remind you to join us on our business overview call this Tuesday and our business overview webinar this upcoming Thursday. Check your emails. You're going to have emails coming out with a rebroadcast of this. If you have team members that have not been on or that did not make it on this webinar, obviously you see the power of this webinar. Please send that out to them. Send it out to your prospects. Let them see where Family Vacation Network is going, and check your email Sunday for a calendar of our weekly events. With that, John Dehart, thank you. Dylan Shore, thank you. Rod Hansen, and thank again all of the brand partners that joined us this morning. John Dehart, Orlando, Florida, over and out. Thanks all.